your students have learned from you? Like, and it doesn't even have to be like specific to math. Like in this pandemic, what do you think they have learned?
Well, I think I'm hoping that they learn that to persevere. That you gotta continue to do what you need to do because you know if we think of this quote unquote electronic class as being a kind of a microcosm of like regular life, um, we run into snags. Doing these using these computers. Sometimes things didn't work. Things, especially at the beginning. There are things that didn't work that we thought worked, vice versa. We're trying some things and we end up they didn't work anymore. And so you're always making these adjustments, to accommodate what you're trying to do. So I think that would be the one thing I would want to show the student, and that in spite of all these things that's going on, you try as a teacher to be that what's the word? You're trying to be that consistent line throughout their whole day. Okay, Mr. Alexander's going to be here. He's going. They can tell you what I do first, what I do second, what I do third. They basically can tell you because I've been trying to do that every day, all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
So
true.
I would like to think that consistency, in spite of, is something I would like to have shown them or demonstrated to them. And I think the last thing I would say is I've always tried to be encouraging.
Absolutely. So I would have to agree with you. I don't know. Did somebody else join us?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I would have to agree with you. I could pretty much say with 100% confidence that my students have learned how to persevere.
Mm-hmm.
And even though that's not specific to a math problem, it still relates to math because, as you know, one of the math practices is persevere, right? And solving
Right.
problems. So, them having the experience of, you know, learning in a different setting and it's not going anywhere. So, you might
Exactly.
as well get with the program.
Yes.
I think it's going to make them better prepared for um, life after high school. So I'm
Yes.
happy about that. And then the other thing that you mentioned, I would have to agree with you, is the consistency part. It was good for them to see that no matter what, we're logging in.
Right.
We're gonna do this work.
Right.
We're gonna do our thing regardless.
Right.
And I
Right.
think for some of the students, it has helped them in some ways or another because it helped them, get on board to say, okay, this isn't going anywhere.
Right.
Um, for me, you brought up encouragement. I think that has made me a better teacher in that I would say that I've always encouraged students when I was in the classroom, but I do it more now. I do it more now because I try to stay away from the negatives, even though a lot of times I am thinking like, why in the heck are you not responding when I call your name or something like that? What are you doing? So I
You
try to
need it.
flip it and say, you know what? I see that 13 people are logged into Desmos. Thank you for doing that. 13 people are with me. Whatever you need to do, jump on board with these 13 people. I'm not going to stop because I don't want to hold them up. So I flip
Right.
my language a little bit. Really in the inside, I'm
Mm-hmm.
boiling because the other 14 not logged in there yet, you know.
Right.
But I'm just being very careful about what I say to encourage those who just still struggling to just get on board or to help the ones that are on board to stay on task.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't find myself doing a lot extra outside of what I normally do. I mean, if we were in school, I would still be encouraging. I would still get on your case. I would still get on the whole class, like I told the class today. Had homework, only 8 people turned it in. What's up?
Yeah.
One class, they decided they weren't talking, so I said, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And then I shut down my mic. And then I kept talking. Then I came back and said, did y'all understand? Well, we didn't hear you. I said, well, that's how I'm feeling. I'm talking, you are not responding.
Absolutely.